this guy out in public in front of everybody.
Oh, it was the
and they did it anyway.
It was the Zionists that pulled him out, that made that decision to do that too.
They brought him in front of the police station like, oh yeah, let's just walk this guy in front. The guy that allegedly killed the president. What, are you guys fucking stupid?
No, that's the thing. There's tons of stuff I'm missing on this. It goes way deeper than I'm even saying. I'm just dropping a couple of the points. I think Ryan Dawson's actually, there's a couple people who've done, but Ryan Dawson's the guy that's done deep in this.
He goes deep.
Ryan Dawson's actually, here's something interesting. He did a really good film. I don't want to get too into this connection, but he did a really big film trying to show all the connections between 9/11 and Israel. He got banned from YouTube for this.
Yeah.
But Michael Moore and Weinstein, they made a connection trying to show the connections between Saudi Arabia, and they won a warrant for it. So why can you show the connections between Saudi Arabia and 9/11, but not Israel?
And to be fair, Dawson did cover the Saudi Arabian connection too.
Yeah, because I mean, Saudi Arabia probably did have some connections too. 'Cause Saudi Arabia and Israel probably worked together.
They did, and it's one of the it's a dirty little secret in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia has always got along with Israel.
Yeah,
they just can't publicly acknowledge it because of political things and everything.
Yeah, people don't understand how complex it is over there. It's not. There's different groups of Muslims fighting among each other. Just the Iranians and stuff are the ones fighting them. But Saudi Arabia and Israel work together. But the people of Saudi Arabia hate Israel, so it's kind of like It's very
so it's
very
difficult
complex.
for the kingdom to justify it. UAE doesn't give a fuck anymore. They let them in.
Mm-hmm.
You come in with an Israeli passport to the UAE now.
Yeah, America also pays a lot of these. They give these countries a lot of money to work with Israel.
Oh yeah, Egypt, for example.
We're giving billions of dollars to these countries to be nice to Israel.
Yep, Egypt was the big one because they had a long-standing war for decades, and then it was like, hey, play nice with them and we'll pay your debt off. Okay.
Yeah, it's like we're bribing these countries to treat Israel, and Israel's bribing our politicians with our own money. So it's a bribery campaign that we're paying for. And they're taking, it's absolutely insane that we don't ban
You talked about all this with the house ones?
A little bit. I mean, we hopped in there a little bit. They're newer to the subject, but they definitely were. They were very open-minded to listen to it, and they're fully on board that something's not right.
Yeah, not a lot of people have the balls to talk about this shit.
Oh, it's great that their audience.
We're the crazy ones, bro.
Yeah, but their audience is very pro-Israel too, so there's a lot of balls for them to do it.
Oh wow!
It's all the boomer MAGA, Israel save the. What cracks me up about these people? They're like, save the children as they're bombing Palestinian children,
and they don't realize that unfortunately, and people they fucking hate to admit this shit. American foreign policy, a lot of the times, what's best for America, a lot of the times isn't best for Israel. And people try to sit there and contort it and say, what's best for America is what's best for Israel. What's best for Israel is best for America. No, not all the time. They've dragged us in so many conflicts and so many issues with the Middle East. It's crazy, bro.
They do nothing for us positive. Why do we need a base in the Middle East? Why? Well, what does it do for us? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. It brings us in wars. They're the ones that lied to us and said that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction.
Why?
People don't know. They literally, the Levant Fair, I think it's called, they literally bombed American and U.S. interests all over Egypt and tried blaming it on terrorists there. This is 100% proven. They got caught doing this. So instead of going to war with them, we just kind of covered it up. People can look this up. I think it's Levant Fair. They bombed the U.S. Liberty, which is a U.S. warship, and everyone on the ship says 100. They go afterwards. They go, oh, it was accidental. They killed, I think, 34 U.S. soldiermen.
Yeah,
it was a couple-hour battle.
We didn't know it was an American ship, Jake.
Yeah, but they gave the guys that got attacked gag orders.
Yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson, that fucking dickhead.
One of my friends I got in an argument with, who's a veteran, was defending this. I'm like, you're a veteran. You're defending them attacking and killing veterans because he's so pro-Israel. How? And they're giving gag orders. How could you defend this?
They can't even talk about it.
Yeah, but I have some veteran friends that have seen all this that are I have one friend I was talking to a couple weeks ago who he killed a guy over in Iraq, and he's just it eats me up, man. I was the bad guy. I killed this guy with a family because I thought it was a terrorist. Because he rushed up and the guy ended up not being armed. He's this eats me up so bad. Wow. I was out there fighting over war over nothing at the time. I thought it was good, and I killed this dude with a family, man. Could you imagine that? It's
wow.
He's almost fucking every night it haunts me. It's just
imagine
sad.
Going to war for something you thought was true, and then you find out no.
And you just knowing you fucking killed this guy with a family, man.
Faulty intelligence, anthrax.
Yeah, not even faulty, deliberate lies. Not faulty intelligence.
Crazy, bro. And now 20 years plus later, people are finally figuring out that the war in Iraq was a lie. What recently went viral back in November, Letter to America from Osama bin Laden. Mm-hmm. So many people have not seen it. And in it, he lists out exactly why he had so many issues with the United States. You know what's the bottom line in all of it?
Israel.
Our support for Israel. Mm-hmm. Every single terrorist attack that's happened in the United States, when you actually listen to what the terrorists have to say, it's always our fucking support of Israel, bro. Yeah. Every time.
We were loved
Every
in the
time.
Middle East before Israel was formed. Like all those countries,
Yeah.
they loved us. They did reports. Like everyone
We
loved it.
supported
They loved
Osama bin
America.
Laden. We gave him millions upon millions of dollars
Yeah.
to fight the Soviets.
Until we, the whole, all the issues, not all the issues, other issues, but Israel's behind a lot of them. It's the reason they just came into land that wasn't theirs, took it over, and said, "Oh, we want to put a Jewish state here." And then they go, "Oh, why does everyone care? There's a little tiny Jewish state here." It's like because you came in the middle and stole their land.
Yeah.
And another funny one is look at most Jews. They're freaking whiter than me.
Yeah.
We're returning to our homeland. It's like, bitch, you are not Middle Eastern.
Yeah. You know you can't do a DNA test over there, right?
Yeah, because obviously because
Yeah, because
they're
if
not
you
Middle
did their
Eastern.
ancestry, you'd trace it back to fucking Europe. Like,
Yeah.
man, it's crazy, bro. It really is. It's wild. And having a conversation like this on other platforms, they'd look at you like you're crazy.
No, but the reason they ban it because it's true what we're saying.
Yeah.
they don't want people hearing
It's
it. If it
factually-
wasn't true, they wouldn't ban it.
it's true,
We're not
yeah.
banning flat Earth.
This is not my opinion or what I think. This
Yeah.
is all historical
That's
fact. You
not-
look at declassified documents. This shit is all fucking true.
Yeah, I say everyone should look. Everything I say, look up because it's all like I've done the. When I started doing the research,
Kennedy's making
I
them
was
register under
mind-blown,
Pharaoh.
too.
All this shit, man. Like the USS Liberty. Look it up. It's all there. Right? USS Liberty. The Kennedy's trying to make them register under Pharaoh. Jack Rubenstein, who the fuck he really is. Not Jack
Yeah,
Ruby, Jack
Ruby they call him,
Rubenstein.
but his real name
Right?
is Jack Rub. They cut out the Rubenstein in the
Yeah.
newspaper.
Yes.
Who owns the newspapers?
Yeah.
You see the P Diddy stuff coming out?
Oh, yeah.
That's too new to like know for sure what's going on. But
Well,
it
his
looks
buddy
like,
was Clive Davis.
What tribe is he part of?
Oh, that sound effect. You can't make this shit up, man.
You know what's funny? I saw the P Diddy thing and I go, I'm gonna do a little research because I already know who's behind this blackmail operation. Blackmail's been a big thing of how Israel survived.
It's
They
how
lost-
Epstein got around.
Yep, the Epstein. Yeah, I think everyone already knows that that's a blackmail thing. I actually had an argument in a podcast the other day. The guy was trying to be like, "Oh, it's not Israel." Okay, Epstein's Jewish. It doesn't necessarily mean your thing, but also the main girl there, her dad,
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, she was the top.
Her father was 100% with
top Mossad
Mossad.
agent. The guy Wexler, the guy who funded him, Mossad, because Epstein was a math teacher to a billionaire, and no one knows where his money came from. It's probably U.S. dollars that they're funneling back to run it.
Financier, LOL.
Yeah, how do
that's
you
what they called Epstein.
Yeah,
Epstein, whatever. Yeah, no, dude. Everything was fishy about it. Like, dude, the job was to get in there, control, compromise, and bam. You know that's what it is. And then that's what he was. And everyone knows. I mean, hell, even the Attorney General Acosta admitted, like, oh, I didn't prosecute Epstein federally when all this child stuff was going on because I was told he was
was told
intelligence to
not
back
to, yeah.
off. If the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida is being told to back off, come on, man.
but that shows that the CIA and FBI must allow this to happen because I'm obviously saying it's Israel, but it's being allowed by the U.S. too. So
Yeah,
it
I mean
goes
that's
both
even
ways.
higher up than that. That if the U.S. Attorney is being told that, someone over the top, the Attorney General, that's coming presidential level,
Yeah.
bro. That's presidential
Or
level.
someone above the president,
because
who's really running
the
our
USA
country.
is a presidentially appointed position. So Acosta was told probably by the Attorney General, no, you ain't fucking going after
I
this
feel
guy.
like our president doesn't really have much power anymore. I mean, Biden clearly doesn't.
Yeah, he's a retard.
But the number one
Crazy.
guy, but the top guy running our country is Anthony Blinken, who happens to be Jewish.
Well, yeah, man, Secretary of State too.
Yeah, he literally went to Israel and goes, "I come here as a Jew instead of an American." It's
Yeah,
like that guy's being deported.
crazy.
Well, you know, the funny
Crazy.
thing is the White House, they talk about equity, right? They want to make everything equitable. But you look at his staff, it's all Jewish people and black women. That's all they're trying to hire, black
Yep.
women and Jews.
Yep. You look at his cabinet and everything. Yeah, man, yeah.
And he even it's all stacked. It's not, they say it's white people, but it's all white Jews.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're really big on black women for some reason.
Yeah, that too. It's man, this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's wild. You start looking at it.
Chat, I think you guys are seeing all the connections now. Like,
But now the
fuck?
problem is, how do we change it? I think getting rid of APAC's one of the first thing we got to get rid of.
Yeah, it's never happening.
But
though.
how do we get rid of them?
They have too much power.
It's already legal is the crazy thing. It's legal what they're doing. And it's
They have
just
it on their
ignored.
website. 98% win rate. Like, if you're not involved with us, you ain't gonna get elected.
Yep,
like, it's
they just-
crazy.
I think
They run
it was-
DC.
Last week they had 32 people they picked. All 32 won, so they can completely control our government. Yeah, it's one of those things that's so deep. How do we change it?
The tentacles are deep, man. It ain't never like they and that's the thing. Like, they kind of came in at the exception of the United States when the building stages and just like got in positions of power, and it's never gonna let go.
Yeah, they came in. I mean, I don't know exactly when and how they came in, but yeah, if you look like how they get the power,
Smart.
Originally, probably
Take over the media, government.
It's probably got to go back to banking because they can literally
Banks.
print money out of thin air. I mean, the Rothschilds, the original biggest banking, so I think it's been like stuff they've been slowly planning for years. And again, it's not the Jews; it's a very small.
It's a very small,
group of Jewish
yeah.
mafia.
Yeah, it's a very small, guys. There's always, and I hate that I have to say this, bro, but this is not on all Jews. There's bad black people. There's bad white people. There's bad Asian people. There's bad Jewish people. There's bad Japanese people. There's bad people in every group, and it's always a minority that are responsible for the majority of the problems.
And I have seen people turn anti-Jewish over this. And it's like, bro, no, you can't blame some guys. No, it's all Jews. Like, dude, it's definitely not all Jews. I know lots of Jews that are great people. It's a very small group being networked. So that's the hard part. How do you talk about this without actually driving real
And that's where the critical thinking skills come in, where you're able to distinguish the difference between the people that are running this country into the ground versus the people that they identify as Jewish. That doesn't have anything to do with like what's going on. Like most of them are just want to live their life in peace, hanging out, chilling, doing their job, whatever it may be. But then you got the people that are like literally like, yo, let's just go ahead and fucking Israel first, fuck America. Like we got to do what we got to do to protect the Israeli homeland. Like and their colors show when there's conflict like this, right? Like Ben Shapiro says in American all the time, bro, he's Israel first.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
be honest
definitely
here.
Israel first.
He's Israel first, which is fine. That's his country.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and call yourself a patriot.
But he acts like he's his
Yeah,
country.
like don't sit here. You cannot be a patriot and then simultaneously call yourself a Zionist. It doesn't work.
No.
Because our interests are not always going to align. You can always only have allegiance to one country.
Mm-hmm.
You know? When you get a clearance in the United States, they make you renounce your citizenship to other countries for that very reason.
But every single Jew can automatically flee and become a citizen of Israel. Despite, you can go there and steal a Palestinian's home, having never lived there, despite these people. There's people fleed out that are alive today that were pushed out. But a Jewish person from America can come and steal
Some
their
guy
homes.
from fucking Brooklyn decides I want to go back to the homeland.
Yeah, there's a super famous. Most people probably seen the fat guy where it's like if I don't steal it, someone else will.
Yeah.
He's stealing some poor Palestinian home. The girl's like, that's my home. That's my home. Don't take it, Jacob. He's got my name, unfortunately. And like, if I don't steal it, someone else will. It's just like so fucked up. They're literally just kicking people out of their homes.
How many people have passed away now in Gaza?
I think it's 40,000, maybe more than that. I know, like it's hard to keep it up. It's just,
and they say, oh well, it's Hamas keeping the numbers. Hey, bro, you ain't the 40,000. Let's say they're 10,000 off. It's still fucking crazy.
I think all the international communities and stuff are saying those numbers, and it's like 15,000 children. I'm in some of those. You probably are too. I'm in some of those Telegram channels.
Oh no, I see.
Man.
Dude, I see the stuff that you post, man. It fucking hurts.
I don't post most of it because there's way too there's way too much.
No, but you're bringing crazy awareness, bro. I repost a lot of your stuff.
No, I don't post most of it because this is too much, man. Hundreds of dead children I see every freaking day, and everyone to me they've dehumanized Palestinians. It's like I have Palestinian friends, I have Jewish friends, and I don't know how so many of these Christian rights maybe they've never been around.
And surprisingly, a lot of Jewish people are like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? And this is some bullshit. Like they're having, like I've seen hundreds of Jewish people protesting what Israel is doing towards the Palestinian people. So it's not Jews are bad people, guys. It's a percentage. It's a small minority that are the bad people. Idiots like Benjamin Netanyahu, etc.
Well, I think a lot of the Jews are brainwashed also to believe the same lies, that they think that the Palestinians are a lot worse than they are because they're constantly fed this victim narrative from young on. They're also fed all the Holocaust movies. They're taught everyone's persecuted against them. This is done deliberately by these people in power. They want to use the other Jews as useful idiots to back them up.
Yeah, of course.
So the shit's very deliberate. Same with like the Christian Zionists. How dumb are they?
Oh,
that's been but the
they're
Jews,
the worst.
They've also put money into the Christian churches. This has been deliberate too. They put all these guys in there to push Zionism in the Christian churches, and then they go to Israel and they get spit on.
Yeah.
The average person in Israel hates Christians.
Oh,
and the Christians love the Israelis.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, isn't it, man? This has been a fucking awesome. I know, Jake. You got some places to be and everything else like that. Bro, as always, guys, you just listened into one of our conversations that we have normally. Dude, it's always great to fucking see you. It's always great to hang out with you. It's always great to have you. Where can the people find you? What projects you got coming up? Where can what's going on with you?
Yeah, I got Jake Shields, AJJ Twitter is probably the most fun. I'm Jake Shields Instagram. I don't post as much on there, but still cool. Most of the projects I'm working on are kind of stuff I don't really need to publicize right now. I do a lot of seminars and stuff, but a lot of the business I do is like stuff that I keep a lot of stuff private now because everyone's trying to cancel me. I got all these mobs of the Zionists being like, don't work with him. Thankfully, everyone I work with is loyal. I only had one seminar I've ever canceled, and that was I had another one replaced within a couple of days, or no, not with a couple of days, within a couple hours. So.
Nice. Guys, he's Jake Shields, man. Make sure to check him out on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. He posts fucking fantastic stuff. Bringing awareness as well to what's going on in the conflict, because a lot of Americans don't know, bro. Like, they just simply don't know.
They're not bad people. They believe the narrative. They think it happened October 7th. They think they just stormed in October 7th and started killing people. And also, how do they get in? That's the most militarized border in the world.
Yeah.
No one responded for 7 hours. They let that happen.
Absolutely.
Also, a lot of the people killed were killed by Apache, the helicopters. They were bombed
That's something
by
else they don't talk
Israel.
about. The IDF came in there, killed a bunch of innocent Israelis.
They wanted
with fucking tanks and Apache helicopters. That no one talks about that.
Yeah.
A lot of those people that died on that day were killed by IDF.
Exactly, because these people in charge, they don't care about Jews either. They're just their pawns. They'll kill
just
Jews
like,
too.
we got Hamas in here, kill everybody.
I think they wanted a lot of deaths to like hype it up.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
And plus, it was more the hippie ones, the ones that aren't like.
And the kibbutz.
More pro-Palestinian.
Yeah.
They probably wanted to kill those people.
Yep. They're right there, next to Gaza. Yeah. They're living there in the kibbutz.
Who the fuck would go on a festival right next to Gaza? That's not the smartest thing. They're probably on shrooms, acid. All of a sudden, people coming in. That must not have been fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, we got chat you said?
Yes.
Okay, I'll read these real quick. Cancer Time says, I'm arrested.